All right, we've got a big late season matchup in the non-conference, obviously Duke and Michigan, a couple of programs that have had historic success, and it got us thinking about all-time starting five lists from both of these schools. So Myron and Harry are each going to take a side. Harry's going to take Duke. Myron is going to take Michigan. Tougher assignment for Myron, sure. No doubt about it. But Harry, give me your all-time starting five Duke Blue Devils. Go ahead.
Sam, I think this might be the only time that I'm actually happy to take the Duke side. I would never voluntarily do such a thing. This is going to be my five here. We're going to start off with Bobby Hurley at the point guard position. We've got the all-time assist leader. We need somebody that's going to dish the pill. And then, again, with my team, if I were constructing the best team, the most athletic team, I don't know that it would look like this, but because I do want to include accolades and villainry, J.J. Redick is my two, because obviously he could shoot the lights out of the ball. He's going to get visiting arenas rattled. So, we're going up against the Wolverines. I need a lights out shooter. Then I've obviously got Grant Hill, two-time national champion. He's one of the most versatile players in Duke history, a guy that, down the line we would have loved to have seen healthy. He's going to be healthy in this game. Christian Laettner. Do I really have to explain that one?
Did it pain you to put Christian Laettner on your team?
It definitely did. And again, this is where the legacy comes into play, because there are a myriad number of options that I perhaps would have gone there. And then, Myron, I think a player on this team that is not slept on, I think that would be extreme, but a lot of people forget how good Elton Brand actually was at Duke. So having him at my center, I think, again, when you combine legacy with skill, this is the team I put together. If we were kind of just doing it straight off athleticism, man, first off, I want our boy Jay Will. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yep. I definitely want Zion in there, and I'm probably taking Cooper Flagg as well.
I was going to say.
But I feel pretty dang good about what we're doing right here. I feel good about my five.
Yeah, your five is maybe a little bit easier, and you can have a bench probably that might rival some other teams. Myron, tough assignment for you. Yeah. Michigan all-time starting five. Yeah. Who do you start with at your point?
Well, let me just say this feels like a setup. At the outset
Fair enough.
Of this. And apologies to Trey Burke and Rita Tomjanovich, who are not on my team. But I got to battle Duke. So I got to start at point guard with some size. Give me Jalen Rose. One of the most versatile players in the entire country. When he played, 2 Final Four appearances, was sort of the heart of those Fab Five teams. I like what he gives us with his size and versatility. And then I'm going to go to number 2, my shooting guard, Glenn Rice. People forget about Glenn Rice in that 1989 national championship team. Averaged 26 points a game almost. Made 52% of his threes. Yes, he's a natural small forward. He's going to play 2 for my team. Good luck guarding him on the perimeter. Now you're going to move to the 3 spot. Give me Juwan Howard. Give me some more size there as well. Another member of the Fab Five, 6'9", kind of the overlooked Fab Five guy, right? I think that's the biggest thing. I'm going to actually put him at center ultimately. And then Chris Webber. You don't have to say a whole lot about Chris Webber.
That's right.
2-time All-American, one of the best college players I think we've ever seen, defined by the phantom timeout, but the numbers were incredible. And then Cazzie Russell. How many people can say that there's an arena that they nickname the house that you built? That's what they call Michigan's home floor. He's going to be my number 1 pick in the NBA draft, 3-time All-American, viewed as the greatest player in Michigan basketball history. And that is my crew. What you notice is everybody on my starting five, 6'5" or taller. A lot like this Dusty May Michigan team that we're going to see against Duke.
You got some length there, Myron. I mean, you can go way back to in the history books. Gary Grant was great, like from '84 to '88. Trey Burke I think was the National Player of the Year.
He was National Player of the Year. Apologies to Trey.
No, it's the last time Michigan was the number 1 team in that 2013 season. Is there anybody else that you might throw into the mix there, Myron, or is that kind of where you're
Shout out to my guy, Manny Harris. People don't remember that name. Michigan guy. Jamal Crawford, people forget, was a pretty good player for Michigan as well. So a lot of talent, not necessarily the embarrassment of riches that the Duke Blue Devils have.
No, but you do win, though, by rule of cool, because Duke is never winning that contest.
All right, so we got the 2 teams. Now let's decide who the actual starting 5 would be head-to-head between these 2. So let's start at our the point guard position here. So, Myron, you put Jay Rose handling the ball, Bobby Hurley at the point guard position for Duke. Debate on that one there. I just think probably Jalen Rose not his position. Bobby Hurley, by the way, everyone forgets how great he was on the defensive end. He was just a pain in the ass to play against.
Yeah, the problem is we have the 1992 matchup when these guys were all on the same floor, a bunch of them. It's Bobby Hurley. No disrespect to Jalen Rose. Hurley was the better player. But I think Jalen could be tough.
Hairline Hall of Fame.
Yeah, man. Well,
Sure.
not real, but hey.
All right, so we'll go shooting guard next. Dukes, we got J.J. Redick, Michigan. Who do we have at shooting guard?
Glenn
Glenn
Rice.
Rice.
Glenn Rice, yeah.
I kind of want to go Glenn Rice.
Yeah.
I genuinely and
Slept
look,
on a little bit.
if we're talking look, there's no questioning the greatness of J.J. Redick, right? Dead-eye shooter, all those different kinds of things. For me, just Glenn, just his legend, and I'm sort of stealing some NBA lore here as well. I feel like just his versatility, size, his ability to shoot, Michigan's all-time leading scorer.
Yeah.
Why not put him at the 2?
I mean, he can do all the things JJ could do, but bigger.
He was a little longer, yeah.
So I give Glenn the slight edge there.
Yeah, again, just a reminder for those who are watching and maybe hitting us in the YouTube comments, we're talking just college careers here, not necessarily what they did at the NBA or the next level. So we got Bobby Hurley running point. We got Glenn Rice taking shots from beyond the perimeter. Small forward here, Grant Hill.
Cassie Russell, who it should be.
Cassie Russell.
Should be Cassie Russell for Michigan here at the 3. I mean, Grant Hill, for people that don't realize, he was on the Jordan-like track.
Yes.
And people don't remember, but 1994 is one of the greatest seasons that any individual player's ever had, and Grant Hill had it. Cassie Russell is a legend. Grant Hill's a different kind of dude.
100%. And I think to Grant Hill, it's not to say that he wasn't hated, but I mean, when you talk about a guy that it's hard to root against, just in terms of who he is as a player, as a person. You mentioned he was on the Jordan track. I mean, it's easy for people to forget because his NBA career ended up being so injury-riddled, but he used to be that guy.
He was.
Where would we put Coop on this team? Like, what position would he have played?
Wherever he wants to play.
Yeah,
Well,
wherever. I would put him at the 4.
I would put him at the 4 as well.
Yeah. I mean, he literally could play any 5 spots on the floor, but not on this list. All right, move on to power forwards. Christian Laettner, Chris Webber.
I'm going to jump the gun here, Sam, because I know
you just not want to put Laettner on the
No. So we're going to put Laettner.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I couldn't put J.J. Redick is we can't have that much hate on the team. You know what I mean? So if we were picking Laettner or Redick, I'm going to go Laettner. So that's why I also had to give some sway to Glenn Rice, is because we have to put, in my opinion, we got to put Christian Laettner on here. But Chris Webber, holy heck, man. I mean, in that time.
And people forget how young Chris Webber was. When he was battling those Duke teams, young Chris Webber held his own against Duke. And, I mean, Christian Laettner wasn't the greatest defensive player in the country.
Liability, some might say.
Webber would hold. I think Webber would hold his own in a one-on-one matchup. But Laettner might be the greatest college player of a generation. So I understand.
Pains me to say.
All right, so we got 3-1 Duke.
Yeah,
right
not looking
now.
good for me.
Yeah, so we go to the center spot here.
I got Juwan.
Yep.
You got Elton Brand. Here's the thing about Juwan. He's the overlooked member of the Fab Five.
Yeah, without question.
He's the guy. You know Jalen Rose. You know Chris Webber. And Juwan kind of gets left behind, but he had an incredible NBA career, played a long time. Elton Brand.
We're only talking college. So yes.
That 99 team that didn't win it all. Elton Brand is one of the greatest players we have seen at this level. That sophomore year was incredible. Juwan didn't have that kind of a year.
No, and I'll give Juwan some tough credit. You know, like you got to have an enforcer on your team.
Yeah.
But you talk about, again, the skill of Elton Brand. People forget. I mean, and again, obviously this is strictly a college conversation, but one of the reasons people were even remotely high on the Clippers way back in the day, but when they were still extremely bad, was because of that guy right there. Mm-hmm. And there was certainly a reason to have optimism given what we saw out of him at Duke.
Does Juwan's coaching experience weigh into? Because I mean, like everyone's going to come at it with their own personal bias here, right? So like, I don't know. I mean, he did so much for that university as a player, and was legendary too. But all right, so go ahead, Myron.
Well, I'm curious. Is there a world where Zion makes that team?
For sure.
For sure.
Without question. I mean, Zion Williamson
who'd you
is.
take off though? Is Elton losing this spot?
I think Elton goes. I keep Elton. I get rid of Christian later.
That's an emotional
that's the
hedge
choice.
there from Lyles.
That's the choice.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I'm having Elton, Zion at the 4, Grant at the 3, JJ. I want to put Coop on there.
I do think the point of this, this list is going to change for fans that are coming up maybe in the next 10 years. Like that, there's a lot of Duke players that are going to be.
Well, so if I'm going strictly off of skill and I'm like, hey, I want to put together like the coolest possible team, which is also difficult to do at Duke. I'm putting Kyrie Irving on this team. I don't care. Hey, I saw what I saw in them 9 games.
That's all you need, 9.
I'll take them.
Yeah.
I'll take them. Best handles of all time.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
All right,
Lot to choose from.
Yeah, we added up. So we got 4 Duke Blue Devils to 1 Glenn Rice, Michigan. But hey, you guys at home, let us know what you think. Agree, disagree. Who did we leave out? Who did we omit? But that's what we got here. For Harry Lyles Jr., Myron Medcalf, I'm Sam Ravech saying so long. Appreciate you watching. Enjoy the game tonight.
We left out Dante Jones.